Life and lifestyle. How's everybody doing today? Trying some lo-fi beats today. Turn that down a bit. Happy Friday to everyone. Today is, let me turn that down as well. Today is Friday, August 13th. Market recap round 15. We are 3 weeks in so far. Thank you guys for watching so far. As always, you would like to learn from the people I learn from. Get yourself the stock market playlist. 30 resources for $30. Covers everything. And follow me on IG. I did a crypto post here. I do crypto as well, but still practicing. I don't know anything. I don't know that much about crypto. But I do know, where to buy. And check my Twitter as well. Everything Life and Lifestyle, links in the description. Alright, so of course, what died, what triggered, what hit targets. But first, let's go over the watch list for the day. Keep saying I'm going to post these watch lists at 9 a.m. and I keep forgetting. But eventually I'll get it down pat. Please believe it. So we had Uber, Vici, CNX, AMD, AEP, NRZ, MGNI, and BYSE. NRZ is a very good dividend stock. Look them up. They're in my dividend spreadsheet that I'll be working on in the future. So, what died this time? Maximize that. Not much. CPRI, the call right here, hit 33%, but as you can see, here's the top of the Brownian formation right there. Matter of fact, let me change this to a circle. Oh, wrong one. Change oval. And done. Hit the oval. Right here. Top of the Brownian formation, hit it and shot right down. So this right here is also a put entry technically, because it's already halfway to it. And the put was 75 down here, so it's probably half that right here. Still getting the hang of the Brownian formation plays, because I really got to get those on the wraps. XLF, the call almost died. Yesterday had a slight bounce, but today it officially died because of time decay. These options expire next week, so time decay just completely destroyed this option. You probably should have sold right here at the top when it was up about, I'm gonna say about 20%. But that's the end of that one, so that's not gonna be back anymore. The banks had their run and now they're done, I guess. All right, what triggered today? Got a few triggers. Make sure it's still on. All right, so I'm gonna put you here. There we go. So y'all can still see that very good. Okay, AMD, the call was triggered right here. 115 call was triggered at 109.79. And this was a 110 call originally, but the 110 call I felt was too expensive. It was like it was like 200 some odd dollars. I didn't want to take that trade. So I took, this is a real trade. I took a real trade here for $115 at 109.79. It ran up here to almost 200 bucks, but it did not hit my price target, so I'm still holding that swinger for next week. Probably gonna sell that on Monday. AEP, the call was triggered right here and didn't hit the price target, but hit the Brownian formation right there and bounced down. So this is actually the first time I'm gonna play the downside off of the bounce. So I took a put right around here. I took the 87.50 put, which is $35 down here. I took it up here at 15 bucks and just gonna ride it all the way down here for almost over 100% return. And if this works, next time it happens, I'll take a larger size and really get that money going. MGNA, Brownian formation right here. I was watching and it shot through it. And as you know, if it shoots through the Brownian formation, it is gonna fall. And the put was right below the Brownian formation. $30 put at 30.83. Has not hit the price target, but it's definitely in the money. Cgc, the 18.50 put was triggered right here. hit the price target and kept going. Once again, it fell under the brown formation, so this is now a resistance. Hit it, shot it down, bam. Beautiful. Lee Otto was not watching this when it happened. I was going through my old charts and watch lists, and this one happened to be triggered right at the open. So this was a super put. The 820 and the August and the September both triggered on the same day. I mean, the daily and the weekly were the same trigger, so that makes it a super put. So the $30 put was triggered, and the $30 put for both August and September were triggered at $29.97. And they went down, bounced off the brown formation, bounced again, and shot through it. So now this is a resistance. So this will probably keep on falling. But I won't be watching it after today because I already missed the trade. And as you guys know, going forward, if I miss a trade, I'm going to just erase it so I don't be stuck watching stuff for next week, which may or may not be a good idea. You'll see in a minute. NTS, the $90 put was triggered right here at 90.13. FE, the what was it? I think it was the call from yesterday. Let me go to the 2-day, 2 hour. Yeah, the call from yesterday was triggered and hit. So maybe this is a weekly entry. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have put that there. But anyway, MLCO super put right here again. Broad information shot right through it. $13 put was triggered at 12.72. I didn't catch this one. Didn't have a price target, so I wasn't watching this for real. Plus, it had very low volume. Going forward, if it has low volume, I'm just not going to look at it in the first place because those seem to be some of the trades that they might hit, but I couldn't play them because there was nobody there. Maybe if it's under 15 bucks, I'll take it as a swing. But right now, I'm just playing options, so we'll see how that plays out going forward. But the super put was triggered at 12.72 to the bottom there. I think the reason I don't have an August and September price is because there was no volume for September at all. HYLN, the short, was triggered at 8.95. Was not watching this either, but it activated, it bounced off the daily. Let's go to the 2-day, 2 hour. Let's see right here. This is the daily, broad information bottom, and the 4 hours, so they're right neck and neck. The call was falsely triggered up here. Was there a broaden at the top? Maybe hit up here a couple days earlier. I wasn't watching. Let me go to the 10-day, 4 hour. Yep, right here. See what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that. Didn't even catch this. I should have been watching this more. But as you know through the videos, I'm learning broadening formations little by little. So I should pay more attention to these going forward, which is what I'm doing with AEP. Testing out if it hits the top, will it hit the bottom? And if it does, that's going to be one of my new strategies to look for. So the short was triggered down here at 9.24, but the short was technically triggered up here at 10.30. So that's a whole $1 before the short was triggered, and it kept going. So I totally should have been watching this. I probably will only take a short if it does that going forward. And that is what was triggered for today. Let me keep this up. You can pause the video, watch this. Let me go a little further out. Let me go to the 30-day, 4 hour. Look at this chart. Study it. Maybe you'll understand what I'm doing. If you don't, you can learn from the people I learned from. I know it looks like a lot of jumble, but it does make sense once you understand what you're doing. All right, and last but not least, what hit targets? Sum that up. I could just do it all from right here, actually. Turn it up a little bit. All right, Cgc Canopy Growth Company, a weed ETF. They broke the broad information here, bounced and fell. Actually, this is a put trigger. Did I say that? Okay, I did say the put was triggered at 18.34. fell through the bronze formation and got shot down, hit for 25%. Lee Auto hit for 37% on the August and 17% on the September. Again, I did not take that trade. I should have, but I wasn't watching Lee Auto. MGNA, why do I have this here? It hit pretty good, but it hasn't hit all the way. It's still 40 cents away, so that shouldn't be there. FE, the call from yesterday finally hit today for 56%. It was not triggered today. It was triggered yesterday, but the call today hit for 56%. I didn't catch that because that was in the pre-market. Wish, you remember yesterday, Wish was at a low of, I think it was 63. Yeah, it closed right here at 63%. Closed right there. But what's this? What? That is a broad formation. So it broke down. It bounced off of it here, broke under it, didn't touch it, and just shot down at the close of the market when they had a horrible earnings report. Horrible. So I tracked it, and this hit for 450% down here. Man, I should have took that trade, but I wasn't watching Wish. And I need to do my alerts more. I should have alerted here when it broke down, because that would have been a beautiful trade from 80 bucks to 330 bucks. HYLN, the short hit for 25 cents. Actually hit a little bit lower at 861, but I didn't mark that point. So that's 25 cents on the short for HYLN. IOVA. Let's do the, here we go. The put hit a new low right here at 111%. I'll stop watching it after the day. Microsoft. This was actually one of the first ones to reiterate to me that I should play broad formations more, because as you can see right here is where it shot through the bottom. So a put was activated, it didn't do much, and then it shot up here. So this is technically the call entry point, even though it's up here. If you play in broad formations, it should have been here, which is, like I said, what I'm learning. So I'm still understanding this, and as I go, I'll pay more attention to that. Because that is I mean, it's literally a textbook move. Like, look at that. It's more than likely going to go all the way up here to, let's see, this next market. I will predict it'll be over 298 sometime next week. If not, it'll definitely be at least 295. But this is just my chart prediction following the trend line of the broad formation top that it has followed, because right here is where it hit it, fell down, hit here, bounced, hit here, bounced again, hit here, and then shot up here. So it should hit here sometime on Monday. And right now it is up, let me see, do some live math. 370 divided by 275. It's up 34% off the original entry. Now, if you got it down here, it was actually 150. The call was 150. I was looking to get in here at 175. Even right here, when it came back to the entry again, it was at 200. And it shot to 370. So almost no matter where you got it on this run up here, you was going to make profit. But I didn't know that, and neither will you as you play. So you got to just learn and trust as you go. So going off of the other entry at 175, this is actually 111% profit. So that was a good trade there. PaySafe. If you guys remember from yesterday, PaySafe stopped out right here. It stopped out at 20% profit. It almost hit 40% around this point, which is what I was shooting for, but it fell up here. It broke up at the top, but at the open, it just fell again. I mean, you never expect a up down that quickly. I don't know what happened, but the put was re-triggered. I wasn't watching this because I already made my money, so I stopped watching it. But the put was re-triggered, and it hit down here for 56%. And that's off of the original entry of $35. Now, this could have probably been a higher percentage, because maybe this was 30, or 25 bucks by the time it's activated, because it was a day later, which would then make this closer to 100%. But definitely a good move there. Should have been watching PaySafe again, but it was such a slow mover, I didn't think much of it, so that's on me. GSK is still running from earlier. When was it triggered? It was triggered way down here. I think it was triggered earlier this week, actually. And so that one just shot up, broke the broad information, and didn't care, and kept on going. Hit for 233%. Beautiful. FE, which was triggered the day before down here, $38 call was triggered at 38.06, hit for 56% right there. Should have watched that one. And AGEN, this trade was not doable because of the low volume as an option. But as a swing, it was doable, and I didn't think about that because I'm only playing options right now. So as an option, this hit for 133%, which is the all-time high for that. I'll stop watching this now. But as a swing, this hit for, what's that, 38 cents? Which isn't a lot. It's less than 10%. I think it's like 7 or 8%. Let's see. 38 cents out of 567. 6.7%. So yeah, it was a 7% swing on this one to the upside. But again, there was no volume, so I didn't take it. And that is what hit targets today. So yeah, all in all, pretty decent day. I will be doing a weekly recap tomorrow. Now that I got my upload stuff down packed, this video will be up in about an hour or less, which is really cool because now all of my stuff coincides with each other. So with that, I guess that'll be the end of it. Again, follow me on Twitter, IG, get yourself the stock market playlist, link in the description. And I think that's everything, yeah. So I'll do my weekly recap this weekend, and I'll also have a treat for you guys, a real weekly recap, which is trades I took with actual hard-earned money this time around. I'm finally testing the strat for real after I had 100 practice trades, which is what I recommend to anybody if they're going to learn. They should practice at least 100 trades before they put any money in there, even if it's $1. If you don't know what you're doing with fake money, why would you use real money? So, you know, make sure you practice. If you want to use real money, use $5, $5 or $10 to pick one share and just trade it all day long until you get sick of it. Learn, you know, how do I make 10% on this $5? How do I make 50% on this $5? How do I make sure I don't lose 10% on this $5? And if you keep that up, after a while, you'll be able to take that same consistency with $500 or $5,000. Or 50,000. Who knows where you'll go? But you have to start off slow and practice. Practice. All right, so that's my spiel. Video should be up pretty soon. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Have a good one.